Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. How is everyone doing this evening or this morning? I came in, as you can see from the title of my video, I have some of my best fragrances and I have some of my worst, or worst, or ones that just don't mesh well with me. So before we get started, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please don't forget to share my videos and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload brand new content. Also, some of these fragrances, I do have a Makari where I sell some of the fragrances that I really don't mesh well with me. Some of them may have one or two sprays, but they are gently loved fragrances. You can go there and check that out. All the details are in my will be listed below, or you can find it on my YouTube channel in the About section of my YouTube channel. I do have a Makari and a Poshmark. So without further ado, let's get into some of these worst fragrances first, and then we'll get into the goodies, which is the best fragrances, the ones that I really, really love. And the first fragrance I have for you guys, this fragrance, it may surprise a lot of you that I am not, this is not a good fragrance for me. But, you know, to each its own. Some people love certain notes in a fragrance and some people don't. So the first fragrance that I have, and it is Prada Candy Night. I'll give you the notes. The top notes are iris, bitter orange, neroli. In the middle notes are vanilla, tonka bean, and the base notes is chocolate and patchouli. It is a cacao, sweet, warm, spicy vanilla, powdery, caramel, citrus, musky, chocolate, iris fragrance. And that would be the issue for me, the cacao chocolate. I'm not a lover of chocolate in my fragrances. To me, in my opinion, it makes the fragrance very blunt. Unless it was to make it like a delicacy, like a delicate, you know, a very delicious fragrance. The cacao chocolate kind of takes over the whole fragrance when you put it, to me, on my nose. It just takes over. And some people love a chocolate based or scented fragrance. I really don't. It's nothing I really care for. It's a deep fragrance, but the chocolate just takes over this fragrance. And as I said before, I'm not a lover of chocolate in my fragrances. And this is Prada Candy Night by Prada. The next fragrance that I have for you guys is another one that may surprise everyone, that's like one of my worst fragrances. And this fragrance is Willy the Hermes, the Poivre. I think that's how you say it. Let me give you the notes. The notes are pink pepper, rose in the middle, and the base note is patchouli. It only has 3 notes, and I've talked about this fragrance before. To me, this fragrance just smells, it just seems as though it's just a fragrance or perfume for someone that is very, very, very mature, well past my age, elderly. It's just, and I'm not saying that to be belittling, but it's just a very, very mature fragrance, and it just is not pleasing to me at all. This is Willy, has very long lasting. Let me say, it projects excellence. It has exceptional performance, but it's just not a fragrance that I'm happy with anytime I spray it. And this is Willy the Hermes For Her Eau de Parfum by Hermes. Beautiful bottle. Cute bottle. Cute bottle. The next fragrance that I have for you guys is another one that might be a little surprising. It's my Burberry Black. I'll give you the notes. The notes are jasmine. The middle notes is peach rose. The base notes are amber and patchouli. It is a amber, patchouli, fruity, rose, woody, white floral, warm, spicy, powdery, earthy sweetness. Sweet perfume. Now, I think I discussed this before, and this is really, I wanted to really love this fragrance. Excuse me, but it really is one of my worst fragrances I have come across. It just smells like motor oil to me, and I can't get that scent out of my nose cavity when I smell it. I don't know why it smells that way to me, but it just comes off like motor oil, and it's just, sometimes it's almost disgusting to me. I don't know why. I'm not quite sure what's in it that's calling. So I don't know if it's the patchouli, because I know patchouli can sometimes smell dirty, but it doesn't smell dirty. It just smells like motor oil. This is my Burberry Black. The next fragrance that I have for you guys are fragrances that was my worst fragrances, but I have already found them new homes, or have given them away, or just, I knew immediately. I didn't even let them stick around because I knew immediately that I was not fond or in love with these fragrances. And this one is by Narciso Rodriguez, and it is Narciso Rodriguez For Her. I'll give you the notes. The notes is African orange flower or osmanthus, bergamot. The middle notes are musk, amber. The base notes are vetiver, vanilla, vanille, and patchouli. It is a musky, powdery, white floral, citrus, fruity, woody, amber, and a malic sweet fragrance. It was just a no from me. It wasn't woody, and I'm a lover of woody fragrances. It wasn't woody to me. It just smelled very it just was like, it was a little fresh to me, but it just smelled basic. It wasn't musky like some of Narciso Rodriguez fragrances can be. It was just like perfumed water. It just didn't have any kind of excitement at all to this fragrance, and I really did not like it at all. But others enjoy this fragrance, and they're just different on everyone. But that one was Narciso Rodriguez For Her by Narciso Rodriguez. The next one I got from Alt Fragrances, and this was one of my worst. Got from Alt Fragrances because, as you know, I have a collection of Alt fragrances. This is an alternative fragrance. They make inspired by fragrances by designers and huge perfumers, things like that. So the first one I got was this one here, and it was Thorn of Rose, and it's supposed to be inspired by Rose Prick, Tom Ford's Rose Prick. I'll give you the notes. The top notes is citron pepper, turmeric, the middle Turkish rose, May rose, Bulgarian rose, and the base is tonka bean patchouli. I don't know what kind of rose, and I don't know how they made this fragrance, but if this is what Tom Ford's Rose Prick smell like, this is another fragrance to me that just was such a turn off. I don't know, the notes are very familiar, but the smell of that fragrance was just, should have went back to the lab and they should have tried and tried and tried again. It's just not a good, it was just not a good fragrance. And I know some people really enjoy that fragrance. And I think the pink bottle draws you in. But that fragrance is just, it's not appealing at all. And that was Rose Prick by Alt Fragrances. It's another fragrance that I got from Alt that's on my worst list. And that one was Desert Phantom. Now, Desert Phantom is inspired by Mojave Ghost by Byredo. So, I'll give you the notes. The notes, the top was ambrette, sapodilla. The middle is violet, magnolia, sandalwood, and the base was cedar and ambergris. This one was another one, and the reason why I picked up this is because when I was looking on the site, I see they had this inspired fragrance that was Mojave Ghost. I hope I'm saying that right. By Byredo, inspired by Byredo. So I thought, well, okay, before I spend my money on this fragrance, let me get the sense of, because Alt is really always spot on with their fragrances, with their dupes or inspired fragrances. So I said, let me get a sniff of this. And you know, it's plenty of times that these inspired fragrance has led me on to buy the original. And I could, oh my goodness, I don't know, you know, what they were thinking, but if Mojave Ghost smell anything like this by Byredo, it's a no for me. It was just, it just was no all the way around, with nothing appealing about that fragrance. So that one went to another new home, someone that loved it. And then I have one more on my worst list, and this one is by Flower Bomb. No, actually, I take this back. It's by Victor and Rolf, and it is Flower Bomb Midnight. I'll give you the notes. The notes are black currant, pomegranate. The middle notes are night blooming jasmine and peony. It is a fruity, floral, woody, musky, white floral, fresh, sweet, powdery, vanilla, soft, spicy fragrance. Now, this one, Midnight, is not a bad fragrance at all. But the issue that I had with this fragrance is that it had no projection, and it didn't last. I put it on my skin and I put it on my clothes 30 minutes. It was gone as though I never applied it. So I immediately knew that was going to be a no for me. So I immediately sent it to someone that would really enjoy it, or that didn't, really matter to them. But that was the only reason, the majority, because it's still a beautiful fragrance. It has the DNA of Flower Bomb, but it did not last more than 30 minutes. And maybe it's just my body chemistry, I'm not quite sure, but it didn't last on me at all. So now we're getting into the greatest part, the good part, and this will be my best fragrances, some of my best fragrances that I truly, truly enjoy having in my collection. Is Chanel Coco Noir. I'll give you the notes. The top notes are grapefruit, bergamot, orange. The middle notes are rose, geranium, jasmine, narcissus, peach. The base notes are patchouli, sandalwood, olivadum, tonka bean, vanilla, white musk, clove, and benzoin. It is a warm, spicy, woody citrus, fresh, spicy, amber, aromatic, patchouli, vanilla, rose, powdery scent. We know that Chanel is extravagant. It's classy. It's gorgeous. This is Coco Chanel. It's iconic. So most of their DNAs in the Chanel fragrances, they all have that underlying DNA. You want something classy, go to Chanel. And Chanel Coco Noir is a great classic, classy scent. Love it. Evening wear, function, daytime wear. But this one is just a beautiful, beautiful scent. Beautiful scent. And this one is Coco Noir by Chanel. The next one I have, guys, is kind of new to my collection, but I'm already in love, falling in love with it. And I know it'll be a staple in my collection for a long time. By Tiziana Terenzi, and it is Spirito Florentino. I'll give you the notes. The notes are saffron, orange, jasmine, lily. The middle notes are ambergris, ylang ylang, magnolia, lily of the valley. The base notes are leather, birch, precious woods, musk, oak moss, and sandalwood. It is a leather, woody, animalic, warm, spicy, amber, smoky, white, floral, metallic, musky, mossy fragrance. Florentino. You know, most people say it gives you that it resembles Baccarat Rouge. From the bottle, yes, I get that. A little bit of resemblance from Baccarat Rouge. But when you spray this on your clothes, when you spray this on you, you are going to get leather. You're going to get some of the woody. You're going to get some of the spicy. But from the top of the fragrance to the dry down to the base, you're going to get a very bold leather, and I love it. So if you're not into bold leather in your face, because this is all this fragrance is, then you really would not appreciate this fragrance. This is a leather fragrance, very, very bold leather fragrance, and I love it. One of my best. The next fragrance I have for you guys on my best list is another beauty, another gorgeous scent, another Chanel Mademoiselle, excuse me, the intense version. I'll give you the notes. The notes are Sicilian orange, Calabrian bergamot, lemon. The middle notes are rose, fruity notes, jasmine. The base notes are patchouli, Madagascar, vanilla, tonka bean, white musk, and labdanum. It is a citrus, vanilla, patchouli, sweet, woody, warm, spicy, amber, balsamic, rose, fruity fragrance. Mademoiselle, beautiful, classy, has that underlying DNA that it flows through all of Chanel's fragrances. Classy, beautiful, gorgeous, elegant, classic, iconic. This is what you get with Coco Chanel Mademoiselle. And this is the intense version. Will always stay in my collection. Upscale. And last but not least, this fragrance right here from this fragrance house is what started me in my journey of fragrances, and they will always stay in my collection, even if they have to be the last fragrances or the last fragrance house in my Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere by Philosophy. The notes are vanilla, cashmere, wood, sandalwood, coconut, and musk. It is a vanilla, woody, powdery, musky, coconut, sweet, balsamic, amber fragrance. This smells so good. It's so smooth. It's so creamy. It's like a warm cashmere blanket or sweater or coat. It's just delightful. It's creamy. It's rich. It has that vanilla. It's like by a fireplace, warm, cozy. it's just a buttery soft fragrance, and I love this fresh cream line. Warm cashmere, they have a soft suede. Anything that has to do with fresh cream is just beautiful, comforting. That's what you get with this fragrance. Philosophy rarely disappoints me. I don't know if I have anything that belongs to philosophy that has ever disappointed me. It was the motivator in getting me into fragrances, and I've always kept them. They're really classic to me, and I will always keep philosophy in reach. So this is what I have for you guys. This is my best and my worst. Some of my best and some of my worst fragrances. They may be others, or maybe ones that you love, and maybe you feel the opposite of me. But this is just my opinion. You can always leave in the comments your best and worst, or some of the ones that you were not too fond of, and some of the ones that you love. Again, this is Sarah Grace, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, everyone. I hope you enjoy, and I hope to see you again soon. Please don't forget to share and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload brand new content. And I hope everyone have a pleasant day or evening, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.